What is up, everybody? Jerry with Dip and Rip Trading back again for another video. Going to be talking about Ater Incorporated, or ATER, for the ticker symbol, and going to be jumping into Ortex. Going to be doing a little bit of technical analysis. Not really much activity today. It was a red day. We were down 13% or so on the day, but when I jump into the technicals, I think we're going to be coming to the bottom of this finally. Because the RSI is starting to balance itself out, and we're starting to trend into that oversold territory, which is great, because a lot of times when Ethereum is entering that oversold territory, we usually are bouncing after that. So before I get started, though, please don't forget to hit up that like, hit up that subscribe button down at the bottom of the screen. Helps people find the channel, helps everyone find the content, just helps out the YouTube algorithm altogether, and helps out the community. So let's get this thing going. So again, on the day, Ethereum finished down 13.44%, down $1.31. Finished the intraday at $8.44. After hours finished at $8.28, down another 16 cents or 1.9% there. So jumping over, let me see, make sure y'all can see what I'm saying. Yeah, y'all are on the chart. Cool. So this is pretty much where we've been. So we had I went back and looked on the daily. We have not had a day of volume over 15 million since the 30th, since the end of last month. So we're going on, let's see, 1, 2, 3. This is now day 4 in a row where we have not exceeded 15 million in total volume on the day. I honestly think, just based on where the shares on loan is, the percent of free float that's currently actively on loan. I mean, we're almost fully maxed out with the amount of free float that's currently on loan. We're at 81.17% currently out on loan of the free float, and the free float is 29 million. So 80% of 29 million is currently out. Okay, so that number is significant, because if so many shares are out on loan, I mean, that's why this utilization is maxed out. So the cost to borrow is so high, and that's why it's a hard to borrow stock, because when you're maxing those numbers out, they're trying to locate the shares no matter where they are, right? So it's just getting extremely, extremely difficult to do so. AMC went through a phase like this as well back in, I want to say it was like February or March, and that cost to borrow rate had gotten so high that, like, within a few weeks, I mean, it just ripped. And I think that's when we went from, I think it was in March. I think it's when we went from like that $7 range. We finally had that battle of 14, and we were able to close over $14. So I would expect something similar here. I think really the battle now, just from what I'm seeing, is really going to be kind of that 9.15 range, 9.10, 9.15, because we've hit it 1, 2, let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6 different times, dating all the way back to September 8th. Okay. So I think that's going to be definitely a significant level of resistance. So right around here, let me mark it for y'all so y'all can see. Right there. So that's, in my opinion, that's kind of where we need to get. We need to bounce off of this and start to work our way back up. Now, just because we are hopefully finally breaking out of this downtrend, and again, it's like what I said, I kind of thought we were going to be starting this ascending level, but again, this is more so this chart on more of a massive scale. So I thought we were at the end of this, but we weren't. So this was kind of that upswing. Okay, so here, upswing, and then that sell-off, right? So we're in this upswing and then sell-off there. So I think, like I said, I think we're going to be starting to hit this reversal, hopefully, if we're following those previous trends back from, ironically enough, the beginning of last month. So back when that volume was substantially higher than what it is right now. And it's funny, because even though the volume is lower, we're trading at a higher price than what we were a month ago. So just keep that in mind when you're looking at it. The Ortex data, currently the utilization, let me pull this up so y'all can see it. and then we'll get this video wrapped up. So let's see, Ortex. All right, so for the utilization, so currently at 98.85%. Cost to borrow is currently at 139.15%, compared to 7 days prior was 152.72%. So cost to borrow did go down a little bit, but 139% for an annual interest rate is ridiculous. I mean, people think that annual interest rates, or their mortgage rates that are like, 2, 3, 4%, they think that's high. Imagine paying 139% interest on a loan. Like, it's absurd, right? So days to cover on loan currently is 0.72. Shares on loan is down almost 9% there, currently at 16.38 million. Free float on loan, like I said, is over 80%. And then that exchange reported short interest hasn't really changed. It's still over 12%. Exchange reported short interest hasn't really changed either. Still over that 40%. So let's see. Today, the live updates. So short interest change, it was pretty much net neutral. So we had 0.85%. So 1.05 return versus 1.19 borrowed against, for a net borrowed change of 138,000 borrowed against Ethereum today. Current short interest of the free float is just under 41%. Cost to borrow minimum just under 0.5%. Cost to borrow max over 200% there, and then cost to borrow average is 155.22%. Okay. Based on this thing, I know it's frustrating because there's no telling, and it gets kind of into an unpredictable phase. The best we can do is look at previous trends to try to forecast what the next move is. Now, I'm still focused on these zones, but it's like what I said. I thought we were already at the bottom, but we're not. This zone, obviously, I mean, and you can see the similarities still. This zone is much larger than what I had anticipated, which is fine, right? I'm human. I thought it was going to be sooner than what this one was. So, but instead of spanning 3 days, we are now spanning 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, going into 6 days. So double the amount of time that this one was. So, I think, like I said, I think we're going to be coming to the end of this here pretty quick. What's good is we have some bullish divergence, basically starting from the 29th up to now. So notice that RSI is leveling off, whereas that the candles are starting to trend down. So I think we're going to have some sort of a reversal. Maybe not be this week, could be next week, but I think we're going to be coming to the end of this here pretty soon. So, but other than that, that'll wrap it up for this one. You guys stay in it, stay with your convictions. I'm still holding my stuff. I just re-entered back into Camber Energy, and my Shiba Inu position is going ballistic right now. I can't even tell you like how much I've made just on that crypto. I've been in it since since they first created the coin. So I've been in it for a good while, and I'm gonna hold that thing until I'm off chilling on Mars with all the AMC crew. So, but yeah, that'll wrap it up for this one, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.